because Apple will never fucking will
There's
never
what?
allow that.
There's a Pornhub app, but only for Android.
This is why Apple's whack as fuck.
Apple is whack. Dude, we need to talk about that.
I like their
Fuck
products,
Apple.
but yeah, they're fucking full of shit.
Dude, you saw their statement? I'm getting a little worked up because I was going to buy it. The iPad Pro, a bunch of them ship bent, and they go, well, that's just a normal thing. We're not going to fix it, or let you return them for new ones.
What?
Yeah, and it's $1,500, and they're like, yeah, so sad. Basically, that was their comment. And people are pissed.
Wait, for people who ordered them directly from Apple, what if you bought it from through like another party?
It's random. It's random. And so they're trying to play it off like it's not a defect that people would be
like they're
pissed
supposed
about.
to, like buying a curved television?
Yeah. And they're like, well, it's the way that they're cooled after, and sometimes they bend a little bit. So? Yeah. Like,
Dude,
there's pictures like people have them on the table, and it's like it won't sit flat on the table.
That's $1,500. I would fucking be pissed if it was $50.
Yeah, no, 100%, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, if Apple keeps doing shit like that, they're going to lose a lot of their client base.
Steve Jobs wouldn't allow that.
No.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Kill
See?
everybody.
Start fucking with shit as soon as the nigga dies.
He'd be like
Terrible.
that. Machinima. What was it called? Machinima?
Machete?
No, the guy from with the robot woman bitch. He's fucking all of them.
Johnny
Yeah, it's
Five.
him. I thought it was Machete. No.
Your mother was a snowblower.
Machina?
I know who you're talking. I thought it was Machete.
Ex Machina?
Ex Machina. Yes. Yeah. He could be walking through there.
Wait,
just
you're talking about
chopping people.
Trejo, Danny Trejo, right?
No.
Ex
That's
Ex Machina was the one about AI, where they're basically he brings this dude over to his like secluded house to do the Turing test to see if he can tell the difference between a computer or a real human. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay,
I was spacing out. But yeah, that's it.
It's like we started, but we didn't start.
All right, ready to do this?
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We can say another now. We don't have to say an episode. We can
That's
say
true.
another. Welcome to another episode of The Tasteless Gentlemen. Wow, this is 2 in a week. We're on a fucking roll. Holy
Good track,
shit.
guys, good track.
Welcome to 2020, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, we're living in the future. The future is now.
We got to thank Dom because I was doing a lot of the editing and stuff, and I just didn't have time. And these guys are working, and so Dom kind of took the helm.
Yeah, again, for those of you who haven't fucking figured it out, we all work. We all have jobs and lives and all that shit. Dogs, responsibilities.
We all have dogs.
Actually, I'm the only one who has a dog.
And we gotta fuck.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we're not exactly living high on the hog because of the fucking podcast.
Oh yeah. So I responded to someone in one of the comments. Was like, oh, you guys are just back for that YouTube ad money.
Yeah, that's it.
I'd have better luck panhandling in fucking downtown San Diego.
I was like, dude, every single show gets demonetized for language. Like,
Wait, they demonetized for
a lot of
language
them-
now?
Oh yeah, they've been doing that.
I thought it was like you can't
No.
say offensive things.
Like watch
now
one
language
of,
is offensive?
Watch one of like PewDiePie's videos. He like bleeps out like shit and all that stuff. Yeah, just you're gonna.
This
get
is gonna
demonetized.
come. It's gonna backfire.
Not demonetized, rather.
The key is really just to get through the first like 5 minutes without swearing. And
Yeah.
we're probably
Yeah, because nobody watches it past that anyway.
It's sorry, not demonetized. Not kid advertiser.
They don't
friendly,
promote
which goes. It cuts it in like half.
Oh, okay.
Or even more probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, but that's bullshit.
So we start bleeping?
No.
Yeah,
Get
they're-
that money.
Are you fucking kidding me? It would be every 3 words.
Yeah, true.
The whole show.
We should do one episode where we bleep every fucking cuss word.
You gotta help edit, motherfucker.
or bleep ones that aren't cuss words. You know, to make it sound horrible.
Yeah.
You just keep bleeping.
Yeah.
I saw some YouTube video that was just like that, where they bleeped them. It was a normal speech, but they bleep words in there, and it makes it sound horrible.
Wow.
By the way, have you ever tried watching a Quentin Tarantino movie on regular cable?
Oh god.
Any of those movies on regular television is just why even bother?
I know. Well, I mean, Tarantino
It's like having
especially.
sex with a condom on. Why? It's
Yeah.
pointless.
It's not even sex.
No, it's not. It doesn't even
really
count. Did you watch the movie? No, because I saw it on regular television. It doesn't count.
True.
Are we gonna? Do you want to introduce? Should we introduce
Hey,
ourselves?
guys.
Hey, hi. This is Dom.
Ho, ho, ho.
This is Alex. Oh yeah, happy holidays
Yeah.
and happy Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and all that shit. Is there another one that we're missing? I don't want to offend anyone.
You already did.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
By existing, I'm a white male. I exist. I offend a lot of people.
You're offending me right now.
I am. What did I just ask you?
I don't know. But what is Kwanzaa? What the fuck is Kwanzaa?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
No, I'm not gonna go through African American history right
No,
now.
no, but
Introduce the
you
rest
could-
of the
no, but not the history. Is it a? Well, I don't even know what it is.
It's a 7-day holiday that brings like black folks together.
Okay.
And
You are a
feel like-
bad African American. Like I'm a bad Jew.
Hey, real talk. The last time I went to Texas, me and my dad had a big long talk about Kwanzaa. 'Cause I didn't know
Really?
what the fuck was going on.
Like he
Oh, you
sat.
trying to shame me? You trying to shame me?
Like he sat you down. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Wait."
yeah. We had like when I first flew in.
What
I
do you
was-
what do you say to you? What the fuck is Kwanzaa?
I was like, we used to
What
talk
are you guys
about
both
Kwanzaa.
sitting at a computer googling it?
Nah, he knows what's up. But yeah, I was just fresh out the delayed flight at like 3 in the morning. I'm like, Dad, we're talking about Kwanzaa
Oh,
at
at
3. I'm like, Dad, I'm going to bed.
He's like, it's the first night of Kwanzaa. Your father said to you.
Yeah, do they have Kwanzaa carols
One
and shit?
fried Popeye's chicken.
Racist.
Is there a verse in there about watermelon too?
Two biscuits
Kool-Aid?
and no
Oh
water.
my goodness, this show's going down the drain fast.
Yeah,
I'm calling the cops.
we're banned. We just officially got banned off of all platforms.
Definitely.
How'd
That's
that
funny.
conversation go at 3 a.m.?
It was good. It was like 30 minutes. I was like, Dad, come on.
Like he literally sat you down and gave you the history of
Well,
it.
nah, we were just like chilling. You know what I mean? Just like having a conversation because,
Yeah.
come to the crib. He's all excited to see me. So.
This was
It, wa- it,
around.
wa- it wasn't like the sex talk.
No,
or anything.
no. We were just talking. And then
This was during the holiday season though.
this was what, last weekend?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious as to how it came out. How the fuck does that even come up?
Because he asked about it before. He talked about it. And I was like, what the I don't know what the fuck is going
Like,
on.
but Papa, I want to sleep.
Is it? Don't you have to wear like one of those like
No.
African
No.
like?
A dashiki.
Yeah.
Nah, man, no dashikis. Nah, you good.
And then walk out on the street and be like, "Now the white man."
Oh man, those guys who sell bean pies by my house, they would be aggressive.
They're-
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
they're militant as
That's a
fuck.
legit question. What the fuck is a bean pie? Is it literally a pie made out of beans?
I know we talked about this before.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Really?
I had one, but motherfucker, I ain't Muslim.
what was live?
In your travels, you might have encountered
A
one.
bean pie? No. I saw a dude.
Is that a
selling them.
Muslim thing?
Yeah,
I thought it was- yeah, it's a Muslim thing.
the Muslim.
Hang on, I'm gonna answer this fucking
He's
once and
Louis
for all.
Farrakhan is whatever he is. That Muslim.
What was
Yeah, he's
Muslim
Muslim.
Brotherhood? What
Yeah, yeah.
what was the what was the line in Don't Be a Menace when he's like, "I'm just trying to do to white women or white women what white men have been doing to us for like 400 years."
Yeah.
What's that? Fuck them.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
That's a good movie. Definitely.
According to Wikipedia, a bean pie is a sweet custard pie whose filling consists of mashed beans, usually navy bean, sugar, eggs, milk, butter, and spices. Common spices and flavorings include vanilla, cinnamon, and nutmeg. This sounds disgusting as
He's
fuck.
eating
No,
beans.
it's good. No.
Is it?
Original, he's eating fucking beans.
No, they're good. It's like it tastes like a pecan pie kind of.
I don't like pecan pie. I
So
thought
it's
it was nasty.
it is.
What?
It's
Come on.
legitimately a pie, but it's made with beans.
So it's
Yeah.
it's no different. So if you have like a sweet potato pie or a pumpkin pie, like you really can't tell the
Oh,
difference
yeah.
in flavor. The consistency might be a little different, but all the flavoring comes from like the
photo looked like a
spices.
pumpkin pie. It
And the
looked-
sugar.
Yeah, and the sugar. Yeah.
Both of them are gross.
Yeah.
What?
Is pecan pie?
What is wrong with you?
Pumpkin pie is nasty.
What the?
pumpkin
pecan
pie? Is
pie?
good.
Pumpkin pie is
nasty.
delicious. Even
pecan
the
pie.
I don't like
sweet
pecan pie.
potato. Fucking what else?
do you just not like sweets? Because I'm not a big sweets
Dude,
person
I'm like
either.
a candy
What?
fiend. That's
Really?
good.
Which one? Yeah.
You're
that's
like
true.
you're like Lamar Odom. You have like the gummies on the side on the nightstand.
I might.
Oh,
Are you like
dude.
fucking railing lines of pixie sticks and shit?
dude. So we get into his fucking car. This is like 6 months. No, because I never seen a grown man with this shit.
I can't wait to hear
I get
this.
because just you said pixie sticks. I get into his car and there's a bag of pixie sticks.
Really?
That was your car, right?
What? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah. In the
Pixie
passenger seat. Yeah, and you're like, I was pixie sticks. What the fuck? You're like, yeah, whatever. This is like 6, 7.
like the
maybe
big
8
ones you
months
get
ago.
from the ice cream man, or
No,
like the
no,
little
like-
ones.
like
the-
a bag.
Yeah, that's
of like
true.
a-
Because there are the fat ones, and then there's the like normal straw
I don't think he's
size.
psychotic
Yeah.
about it. It was the little one.
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with a little
I
candy
have
on the
never,
road?
I've never seen a grown
Hey,
man
when-
with pixie sticks in his
when you-
vehicle.
when you-
What's wrong with a little candy on the road?
when you're tired, you need a little bump on the way to work.
yeah, I mean, some people do cocaine. I do pixie sticks.
What are you, a
the fuck?
trucker? He's like, I
Yeah.
need this.
just sugar and benzodrine or whatever.
Wait, so are all those pies? What is a Christmas pie? Like, is it just fruit cake?
A Christmas pie.
yeah,
what?
yeah, like
Well,
like
that's
is
like a
pecan-
holiday pie would be. Yeah, I think it's
Like
a
a fruit
fucking
cake?
fruit cake.
Because like Thanksgiving is definitely pumpkin, right?
Pumpkin pie, yeah.
Yeah. But is like pecan pie Christmas or
It's any time you want, really.
Yeah.
Nah, there's rules to this.
Nah, the rule during the holidays is you eat till you fucking can't
Yeah.
stand and you take a nap on the couch.
Someone call it grandma. They know.
That's true.
You first
Someone
realize
get their grandma on the fucking horn.
you first realize what it is to be an adult when you like buy a whole entire cheesecake or something like that at the grocery store, which for no fucking reason,
And eat it
and
all in the dark.
Yeah.
yeah, and you don't.
That's when I realized
Yeah.
how old I was when I ate a whole pie by myself.
And you don't even cut. You just eat directly from the tray that it came on. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
do
you're
that-
not even doing the
Yeah,
fucking
no.
slice.
Yeah, in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a spoon, too.
And then you wake up in the morning and there's that little piece left, and you're like, "Oh fuck it, that's breakfast."
The crust still around the rim.
Yeah. You ate around the crust.
I'm just surprised you
and,
don't
wa-
like
and wash it down with a glass of scotch.
pumpkin pie is fucking delicious with Cool Whip.
Yeah,
Cool Whip.
and some ice cream.
I always
Yeah.
think pumpkin pie is like too bland. There's nothing there.
If it's, I don't know, there is bad pumpkin pie, just like there's bad head. You know, it does exist.
Still
Great
better, still
comparison.
better than jerking off.
No, I just thought
I mean,
about
unless
that
she's
though, because
grinding
I
the
know
teeth.
I've talked to people and they're like, "There's no such thing as bad head." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Oh, whoever
there
says
is,
that.
yeah.
they're-
You haven't
Yeah.
gotten your dick sucked enough,
Yeah,
if that's the
definitely.
case. If you
very
feel that
very
way.
rarely do you ever have that chick who's just like gagging and slobbering all over your dick.
I don't know. I feel like nowadays it's probably way more common because I hear from my male friends who are single, they just all the time, every time they get their
Well,
dick sucked.
thank God for Pornhub.
Yeah.
That's got to be what it is, right? You see it.
Yeah.
You know, they see.
so.
Yeah.
That's like where the finger in the ass probably started
Yeah.
when they're giving you head.
They also need, you got to calm down a little bit. You're not a porn star. So just
No.
take it easy a
I mean-
little bit.
And just because your shit's on Tumblr doesn't mean you're a fucking porn
Dom's
star.
like, I don't know. I like it anyway. I don't really care.
Hey, stunt.
I mean, when
Do your
she's
thing.
getting.
Yeah,
Like, settle
Yeah,
down.
there's a fine line between like overacting and like really enjoying
This
it.
2 inches ain't getting you
Yeah.
there.
It's not getting along.
and one thing that drives me crazy is when they don't do the rotation of like mouth and hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you just fucking like you got to get a little like switch
Yeah,
switch up
you
in
know what
there.
I mean?
You know?
Yeah. 2 hands for safety, twist the throttle, cut the
Yeah.
balls.
Mind the stepchildren.
Something.
Yeah, see, I don't know the 2 hands for safety thing. That's just not something that will ever be in
I mean,
my
she
world.
could do 2 hands.
Yeah,
Two
what-
fingers?
Yeah. she'd end up just
What the fuck is this?
It's a little bit for everybody.
she would just end up licking my dick hole. That would be like all that's left.
My dick hole.
Ooh, you said Tumblr. Didn't they delete all porn off of Tumblr?
Did they
Yeah.
did they set a date for it, right, or something like that? I don't know.
I
like,
found out the hard way.
like you might as well just kill the website. Nobody's going on there for anything else.
Wait, were you? But like, how often would you guys? I never went to Tumblr for
Really?
porn. I go straight to Pornhub.
But
Speaking of sponsorship, fuck.
I mean, we could do our show on Pornhub.
Oh,
yeah,
for
we,
sure.
Yeah, we could upload it, right? On
Yeah,
Pornhub?
yeah.
Just for fun.
They're probably like, what the
What the
fuck are
fuck
these
is
assholes?
this?
Yeah. What we should do is just episodes where people fuck on the show and just put it on Pornhub.
Ooh,
Or just
that's
have
not
people
bad.
fucking while we're doing the show,
That's
but
literally what I
pretend
just
like.
said.
Well, I mean, like, pretend I thought you meant like one of us, you dumbass.
I've got an idea, guys.
No, I got
No,
like
I
when
thought
you're-
you meant one of us.
You're in a meeting and your boss is like, you say it. And he's
Yeah,
like, I got
yeah.
an idea. And you're like, wait, hold on.
Everybody's like, yeah, great. You know,
Run with it, Bill.
We could put them on the coffee table or on the carpet.
If we did upload it to Pornhub, it'd be the first comment like, when do they start fucking? Like,
yeah.
when do the headphones come off and they start fucking?
Just have every episode be like a long thing of soggy crackers,
The comment threads
soggy
on
biscuits. We can do it with we can do it for Kwanzaa. We can do Church's biscuits right here.
The comment threads on Pornhub are interesting. You ever actually read
Yeah,
them?
they're really Some of
Yeah.
them are really, really funny.
People seem to be very enthusiastic about everything they watch on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Like everything's amazing, everything's great, and I'm like, she's not even that hot. What are you talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I seen
That
some.
wasn't a load. You fucking call that a load? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, upload your fucking.
The shit,
you know what I mean?
the shit
Show
gets
what you
Yeah.
got.
the shit
Yeah,
gets me
that's
mad
true.
because everybody has like their profile, and then like within the they have like their series of like porn videos they film and they upload, and one of them will be like like MILF like gets banged by whoever
Gardner.
and then the next one is like barely legal like teen gets like banged by babysitter. It's like that's the same bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is funny when it's like
You deceitful ass bitch.
it's like first time anal next to MILF takes 500 thick, yeah. And it's the same chick.
And by the way, nobody's ever done a porn like anal for the first time.
Yeah, fuck
Like that's
that.
not something you try out on a whim. Like, oh, we
No.
might as well film this for talking documenting purposes.
Where did the like stepbrother, brother, sister shit come in? Like, is that's got to be a white people thing, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like that deep.
I'll beat to that. Quit playing.
No, but what? There's obviously a fetish for it. Like people fetishize that.
I think if you have
Why?
a sister or a brother in your or whatever, I don't think you could probably jerk to that. You know what I mean? It's too weird.
But I'm saying
if you don't,
but it's noticeable how much more popular it's become in the last just few years.
Really? Is there an uprising? Father and stepdaughter, whatever.
It's
porn?
like the stepdaughter, stepmother, like the step shit, or just brother, sister.
Well,
yeah.
it's like everything. It's
on
like
the rise?
now it's common to see like chicks pissing all like water sports shit all the time, or like that's all over fucking porn. You can't just get normal porn anymore.
that's where Tumblr came in.
yeah.
The
What,
amateur shit.
they had the normal porn.
Amateur. That's
Bro, that was
I
my
just want
shit.
amateur.
Yeah.
It's a little amateur.
I want a girl that looks like I might accidentally fuck her on a Friday night too drunk.
Yes.
That's
You know what
I
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
No, when I was like sensitive material, not what?
yeah.
Hey, what's going?
My dick. My,
Oh, what the fuck? Told you I found out the hard way, man. That was
That's
terrible.
horrible.
I think the amateur shit's gonna overtake normal porn stars. I think it
Yeah.
already is. Like if
Yeah.
you look at the numbers on Pornhub of some of the amateurs, like the amateur couples who have their own channel or whatever,
Telling us where it's
it's
at.
ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
their numbers are insane.
I wonder how much money because like the number of ad buyers, there can't be that many.
No, because it's such a niche market. But I mean, maybe.
I don't
I don't.
really think
We're
about how
gonna
many-
get to the point where markets like that are gonna be so cheap to buy ads. People are gonna be like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna advertise on porn."
But
Yeah,
think
for my
about how
used
many
car
products.
dealership.
Yeah,
Dude, think about how many products though. There's
Yeah.
so many sex products. I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
they're all advertising
Yeah.
on there. There's so many.
Oh, you like getting fucked like this chick? Come down to my used car dealership.
We'll fuck you.
Yeah, we'll fuck you real good. No lube or anything.
Well, it's got to get to the point though where people just stop being offended and say, "Look, I don't care that these people advertise on Pornhub. I'm gonna buy their product anyway."
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
means
for sure.
everything that we've been talking about, it has to come full circle.
Right.
It
Or
has to.
products that just like people our age are owning companies.
Yeah.
And our age, we don't give a fuck.
Well, it's not like you're gonna get like Dr. Seuss ads on like
That would be
on
sick,
Pornhub.
though. Yeah, yeah.
Like, can you imagine trying to jerk off and then the Dr. Seuss ad like, "Oh, cat in a hat
Pops up.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Sneechies get steechies.
Yeah, it's immediately rhyming.
Yeah.
Do you like to work while you jerk? Speaking of offended,
Do you like to spank at the bank?
yeah, exactly. Did you guys see the fucking the Monterey Bay Aquarium actually issued an apology
Yes.
on Twitter?
Yes.
I did not.
What did they apologize for, you ask? Oh, let me enlighten you.
Please do.
They have an otter. Yes, an otter. Not a person named Otter, but a fucking otter. An actual otter that swims at the aquarium that's overweight. They went ahead and posted a bunch of, I don't know, millennial phrases, if you will, referencing said otter. Like, ooh, she thick.
Yeah.
Here,
Absolute.
I can tell you
unit.
exactly. Yeah, absolute. It was funny as shit.
Oh Lord.
Apparently, they
Yeah.
got so much backlash that they immediately followed that up with like a series of tweets apologizing for their insensitivity.
For calling the otter fat.
For calling the app. They were saying that we didn't know. Here it says, Abby is a thick girl. What an absolute unit. She chonk. Look at the size of this lady. Oh, Lord, she coming. And then the last one was another internetism. And somehow that offended people to the point where they contacted the Monterey Bay Aquarium and expressed their displeasure with their post.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Instagram when that ugly ass cat went viral. There's this ugly ass
Oh, yeah,
white
yeah,
cat.
yeah.
Like, it went viral and then like they took it down because fucking
For
it was
shaming,
calling-
yeah.
shaming the ugly cat.
Yeah.
I was like,
that cat has
what?
like 2 million followers. Yeah, legitimately.
Really?
Yeah.
That cat is hard to look at.
Yo,
man.
it's so ugly.
Hey, I need to see this.
That
I
shit is
forget his
hard
name.
Can
on
I
the
just
fucking
Google
eyes.
ugly cat?
Well, that guy, Michael Rappaport, he drives me nuts. He's so fucking annoying.
You don't like
but
him? He's cool.
I
I fuck with
fucking
him, man.
I've hated that dude since I was a kid.
He's
Hey,
tolerable.
he was good as the Nazi in what was that movie? Higher Learning was
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remy or whatever.
That
wasn't
cat
his
is.
name?
It looks like someone tried to fucking choke it out, and then its face never went back.
Exactly.
What the fuck? Holy shit!
Both
I
eyes
can't.
are like.
Yeah, I can't take my eyes off of it.
That shit is hard on the fucking
How
eyes.
could you ever? I would have a hard time owning an ugly animal.
Me too.
Yeah.
That shit
Not
is-
if you're making money on fucking
Yo, yeah.
posts.
Not if that cat's paying your fucking rent.
Yeah, I mean, on the rare occasion that you can make money off an ugly ass animal, yeah, sure.
Dude, it's like so weird looking. Can you imagine like waking up and that thing sitting at the foot of your
Fuck
bed
no, that
just
shit would
staring
scare
at
the
you?
fuck
Hey, no,
out of me.
it's a good way to get a girl to leave your house though. She won't want to stay the night if that thing's running
Oh,
around.
that's just my possessed cat. Don't mind
Yeah.
him. Wow, I had no idea. That thing is ugly as
Wait till you see
shit.
a video. That shit is
But
crazy.
yeah, he
looking.
made it was just a video, just total jokes.
Yeah.
And he got his account taken down, not the post removed.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't-
it came back, but
Yeah, yeah.
like still like for cat shaming.
The dumbest part about it is like you're just rewarding whiny behavior from people who don't really give a
They
shit.
don't care, yeah.
But I always say this, until they start actually showing up outside your fucking headquarters and protesting, or you see fucking people deleting their accounts because of it, that don't do anything.
Yeah.
But
Like,
that's-
force the protester's hand to actually like. Most of the time, people are protesting shit they don't even fucking buy in the first place.
Or they don't even know.
Why
just literally
are
don't know,
they
like, heard about it.
fucking? Why are they caving? I don't. That's what I don't understand. It's this fucking Instagram. They could just say, you know what? It's a cat. Shut the fuck up. Why do they cave?
They cave because there's just like, as opposed to
What, Instagram supports cat shaming? That's
no,
an article.
Like,
Who gives a shit?
back in the day, like the PR thing to do was just to do nothing and then let it all die down, and then you just continue on and nobody gives a fuck.
Live your life.
Yeah, and you basically and for whatever reason, like on the internet, people
Don't forget.
no, it's not that. Like on the internet, it spreads so fast.
It seems like a crowd of people.
Yeah, and imagine if you're the Monterey Bay Aquarium, you probably get like 3 fucking notifications a week.
So real.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and then you get one post that goes viral, and you're like, "Oh, cool, everybody likes this,"
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you get the backlash, and you're like, "Whoa, what do I
Yeah.
do?" And there's-
20,000
there's-
messages,
There's
yeah.
some person who's like freshly graduated out of marketing from like fucking San Jose State
Yeah.
that's running the fucking
Poor
Twitter
person.
page.
Remember that one?
Yeah,
'Cause that post is funny.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
hilarious.
funny. Yeah,
It
yeah.
had to be a younger person.
and,
who was-
yeah,
and so then they're like, "Oh fuck, what am I gonna do now?" Like, they freak out, and then they go to whoever, and they're like, "Oh, just issue an apology."
Yeah.
It's just like a snap reaction. Nobody really thinks about what happened if you just let it fucking die down.
Never apologize. Clown party.
You just invite more behavior like that. It's enabling.
How come you can't? You should be able to make fun of pretty much everything. Pretty much everything. Like I understand not making fun of people like civilians. I'll call them. Like just normal people. Like I wouldn't go on somebody's Facebook and take their photo and then meme it.
You
and
fat
post it.
bitch.
Yeah. Look at this absolute unit, fat cunt bitch. Like that's not cool. But like
No.
as somebody who's famous, that should be fair game.
Or
no
just
matter
if
what.
somebody
Should
does
be.
something stupid like barbecue Becky or whatever,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
but the thing that bothers me the most is like it comes down to compartmentalizing. Like, sure, an abortion joke is insensitive, but there's a difference between telling an abortion joke at the Comedy Store and going into like a waiting room of a Planned Parenthood. Okay, yeah, that's fucking insensitive. If I just walked in and started like doing my best 10 minutes on abortion, as like 5 chicks are waiting to get fucking abortions.
That's
like,
also epic.
Yeah.
You bring in,
Hey,
you know,
guys
you-
like jokes?
Yeah. Like the open
kinda
mic,
like-
and he wheels in
Yeah.
a fucking speaker. And it's like, all right.
Oh man,
How many of you guys here from out of town?
Is this thing on?
Exactly.
Is this thing on?
So I walked into an abortion clinic the other day.
I actually saw this dude rapping his mixtape on the boardwalk with one of those boombox things.
Was he getting paid?
In a microphone, and he had his boy was like carrying the speaker behind him, and he had the mic, and he was just spitting venom, walking down the boardwalk. He didn't even like stop. You know what I mean? He wasn't like in one spot. He was just walking down the boardwalk, just
Palm
spitting. his-
sweaty, mom
Yeah.
spaghetti.
Had to spread the flame, man.
Yeah, motherfucker hadn't heard of SoundCloud apparently. That'd be like if some dude was trying to sell like a CD out of his trunk these days.
Yeah,
Could you-
true.
Or remember when they used to sell, try to sell you speakers?
Oh my God!
Or
yes.
like, or
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
electronic
Stereos,
equipment? Yeah.
radios, VCRs,
Just some shady ass
DVDs.
dude who run up on you like, hey, yo, bro.
Yeah. Hey, but that was the hookup though.
Sometimes.
Yeah, the shit was cheap.
Yeah. Well, what they would do is they would replace the expensive speakers with shitty ones,
Shitty ones, yeah.
and they sell you some fucking generic ass shit.
Yeah, that was in the day of
Hey,
like
I'm telling you,
Circuit
my friend,
City.
my friend, it's Sony Guts.
So good.
It's Sony Guts, I promise.
I promise. It's Bose. It's Bose.
Yeah, it's
Bose
Bose.
is good.
Yeah.
That
No,
happened
that's
to me.
why it's so cheap. It's got the Sony Guts. It's the same thing inside here.
That happened to you?
Yeah, well, we were somewhere. We were leaving. It was at the parking lot.
Yeah.
And the dude pulled up. He's like, hey, man. I was like, what's up? He's like, yo, man, I got this stereo system. I just gave him that look. Just
Yeah, come on, bro.
everybody's creeped out. I was like, get out my fucking
Yeah,
face,
yeah.
dude.
Everybody always had that shady friend that would always come up on some shit and then like try to sell it to you so he can get some coke.
Oh, yeah.
And this one dude would he like came up to me one day. We were drinking at my friend's place, and he's like, "Hey man, like I found this this digital camera. This is back when you had the camera and then the phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
You had 2 separate
Yeah, you had
units.
2 separate units. Yeah,
yeah. Absolute unit.
yeah, absolute units.
Absolute.
And they were big as fuck too. They
all-
were
yeah.
absolute units.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'll buy it for like $50. Yeah, that's cool. Like, it's like $300 fucking camera. I'll do that. And then like, so I was like rocking it for like, 2 weeks or so, like taking pictures at like parties and things like that. And eventually one of my friends was like, hey, like this girl we know like had her camera stolen and that's the camera.
Oh.
And I was like, and so I gave it back to her. I was like, I'm not gonna be fucking an asshole and be like, I bought it, like I paid for it,
Finders keepers.
yeah. And so I
It's already got your name etched in it.
yeah.
So our camera died. That's what just happened. Wait, clip. I don't know what the fuck. We've tried. We bought a brand new camera.
They're gonna blame me anyway.
I mean, it's definitely your fault.
Dom didn't delete the last episode.
Yeah.
Just start the hashtag fuck Dom.
Oh yeah, why is it still fuck Scoop?
Fuck Dom. There you go. Fuck
Oh man, I
Dom.
want that kind of energy. No, don't do me like that.
But yeah, we're back. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
The fuck were we talking about? Cameras?
Crackheads stealing cameras.
Oh yeah.
So speaking of cameras.
Yeah.
Wait, did you return the camera to its rightful owner?
Yeah, so
allegedly?
I returned the camera to the rightful owner, and then I, did the move where you yell at the crackhead for doing some shady shit.
Was he actually cracky or just?
He's cracky.
Yeah, actually cracky.
Yeah, he's
like
very-
he looks kind of strung out.
Yeah, he was always one of those dudes. I grew up with him, and then he moved down to San Diego. I moved down to San Diego at the same time, not together, but like
We moved together.
We
old
moved in
man.
together.
Yeah.
Nice apartment in
like,
Hillcrest.
we knew each other from like playing soccer growing up. We were never really like good friends or anything, but he was just always like a cracky fucking weirdo.
Even in like middle school. He just
Yeah,
went to-
yeah.
oh yeah, I actually knew
You,
a guy
you know
like that.
you know one of those people when they're destined for crackhead.
There was a guy I was convinced he would be crack. He was always weird. He'd always had drugs when we were too young.
Yeah,
for drugs,
yeah, oh,
you know?
yeah.
And just on Facebook the other day, he's like, "Oh, I just passed the bar." I'm like, "Bullshit,
Yeah.
bullshit." I was like, "You're a lawyer
Yeah,
now."
you just passed the crack pipe, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was like, bullshit. He's with his family. He's got a wife and kid. I'm like, bullshit.
Wow.
I was like, this is Photoshop.
It's a fake family.
It's fake as fuck.
But yeah, so I basically after I returned the camera, I just went up to him and I was like, "Why the fuck did you steal a camera from somebody we know and then sell it to me?" And he's like, "Well, I didn't like know." Like, shut the fuck up! You knew who that
You
was.
knew,
Yeah,
yeah,
you knew.
you
Don't
knew.
fucking try to pull that shit on me.
Yeah.
I was like, "Go steal a fucking camera from somebody we don't know and then
Yeah.
bring it to me."
Yeah, go break
'Cause
a car window.
Yeah, because I was like, "You owe me."
You owe me a camera, bro.
That's true. Yeah.
And so within like 5 days, he had a new camera and a better one.
Ooh.
A newer, more narrow camera that I could fit in my pocket.
Did he do right? He gave it to
Oh
you?
yeah. Oh, he gave it to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. No crack tax.
I actually respect that.
Yeah, that's a hardworking.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to get shit done, crackheads will fucking do it.
Yeah.
They're the most useful people to have around.
But you gotta watch them too.
Oh, yeah. of
Yeah,
course, of course.
they're fast. They got
Yeah.
fast hands.
Shifty crackheads. By the way, DFC is a shirt. Destined for crackhead.
Oh, really?
Yes, it should be a shirt.
We should, actually.
Yeah.
DFC. I like the phrase destined for crackhead.
Growing up, I always felt like if you made the crackhead know that you will fuck them up, they won't really fuck with you. Like you can joke around, they'll be
Yeah,
all right, they'll
yeah.
be cool, you know. But if you make it like, hey, if you fuck around, I'm gonna knock you out. Like I'm really gonna fuck you up. Then they're kind of all right, because they're all like string beanie and they're.
Well, you
woo,
gotta
woo.
like kill someone in front of them so they know you mean
No,
business.
no. I just mean like your body language. Like you
Yeah.
joke around. Like there was a couple crackheads by my house and like joke around and shit, hey, you know. And then I'm like, all right, dude, like.
They are all.
Settle down,
you
bro,
don't
like-
see a yoked crackhead.
No, where?
They don't even eat.
They don't.
I think I've told this story before on the show, but this Bay Area rapper and an NFL player flew down, and we hooked them up with some weed, so we were hanging out with them at the hotel room, and they came from Oakland, they went to Vegas the night before, and just like gambled and drank in Vegas, and then came to San Diego after that, and they brought with them from Oakland to Vegas then to San Diego a fucking local on the block corner crackhead.
Yeah, resourceful.
Yeah.
He can get shit done for you.
It was like the funniest fucking thing because you had like this big ass fucking NFL player, you had like this Bay Area recording artist, you had like all these dudes who were like just normal sort of either athletes or business type people, and then you had this dude who was just like literally like missing teeth, skinny as fuck, and just acting like a fucking crackhead.
That's the dude's gonna throw the first punch.
Dude, you don't need Google when you got a crackhead. Like if you're looking for some food, like hey, we're looking for Chinese. Oh shit, he's already on his way to get it for you, dude.
They bought everything for him. Like they stored all their shit in this crackhead's room, and so I can't remember what hotel it was, but
That's super smart.
yeah.
Actually.
So they checked into this hotel, and it's one of those I think it's I don't want to say DoubleTree or I can't remember whichever
Like
one it is.
mid-level hotel.
Yeah, it's decent, and I don't think it was DoubleTree. Whatever it was, it's one of the ones where they give you chocolate chip cookies when you check in.
That's Doubletree.
Is it Doubletree?
Hell
Yeah. Okay. And so like they asked for a bunch of like extra cookies. And so we got there, and my friend's like, "Oh, dude, I love staying in this hotel because those cookies they give you when you check in, like they're fucking bomb." And one of the dudes was like, "Hey, go get a cookie. We got a bunch." And he's like, "No, it's cool, man." He's like, "No." He's like, go in the other room. We basically called this dude Pookie because he was like Pookie from what was that movie?
New Jack City.
New Jack City, yeah. And he's like, no. He's like, go get him some. And so like he goes, he's like, I don't want to go with this like weird crackhead to the room next door, you know.
Yeah.
So he comes back and he's like, dude, he's like, you won't believe what is in that room. He was like, there was no luggage. He was like, there was just on the floor, it was just wall to wall Gatorades, and there was like stacks of the bags of chocolate chip cookies. And then he was like, but there's a bunch of like Sprite too because they were
doing lean and shit.
Yeah.
That is super smart though to bring a crack. If you're famous, you bring someone the fall guy.
Yeah,
it's
right?
like if you carry
He's your
a gun,
scapegoat.
your girlfriend always carries the gun. She
Yeah.
puts in the purse, in her pussy, wherever you got to put that thing.
Yeah.
You don't carry the gun, bitch. I make the money. I make the money pimping.
Literally, all the drugs just drop it in the crackhead's room.
Yes,
and
that's super
and then if
smart.
they raid it, you're like, oh, I don't know. And then that dude's like, oh, well, I get free meals again for a
and
few months.
Who's gonna believe him?
I got room
really?
and board for the next
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah, who the fuck's gonna believe him? As Marshawn Lynch is like, no, fucking. I don't know if that's who it was.
No.
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
Not allegedly. That was just a random name.
They did play for the same team at one point. Not together, though.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Brett Favre, I get it. No, I get it.
Yeah. Brett Favre with that dick and the Crocs.
Did he have Crocs on in that photo?
Yeah, he had Crocs on.
Yeah,
Dude,
he
I
did.
fuck
And,
with Crocs.
and then he had the watch, which was the identifier.
Oh.
Like if you're famous, like okay, send a dick pic. Well, no, don't send a dick pic.
No.
But don't have like a thing that
An
people can
identifiable
identify.
anything, yeah.
It'd be like if you had like a tattoo on your hand and then you send a dick pic and your hand's in the picture.
I've done
like,
that. And after I didn't realize it till afterwards, and I looked down at my hand. I'm like, fuck.
Oh well, could be
That's
somebody
valid.
else with the same
Yeah.
tattoo.
Wait, didn't you buy Fire Crocs?
Yeah.
I
They're
thought
what's his name?
You should wear
Guy
them more
Ferrari.
often. Yeah,
I
Guy,
wear
Guy
Fieri.
Fieri. Come on, have some respect.
Guy Ferrari.
Guy Fieri.
I wear them every day.
They're the Air Flavor Town.
yeah. I literally wear them every day in my house, all day, every day. They're so fucking comfortable.
Yeah.
I used to hate on people who wore Crocs. I totally understand now.
Yeah, you can just hose them down.
They're so.
Have you
fucking
fucked with
comfortable.
just the Crocs on?
No,
they
but I
don't.
need
They don't.
to.
They don't allow that. Literally, the vagina rejects it.
Just seals right up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like a brick wall.
Yeah.
But if you fuck with Crocs, I fuck with you because they're super comfortable.
I don't fuck with Crocs.
In the house, I'm not. I mean, I've worn
What if
those
they
out
made some
before.
Gucci Crocs though? You'd buy them.
Oh,
No.
you
Camo Gucci Crocs. You'd fucking buy them.
But then nobody.
Maybe.
But then nobody could see him.
True.
You would buy them in a
Wear your
heartbeat.
shoes.
I mean, if Gucci made Crocs, don't okay. If let's say if Gucci Mane was wearing fucking those Gucci Crocs, and he was in a video and he's wearing Gucci Crocs,
And he's
you're saying you would never
and,
put
and
them
the
on your
line
feet.
said, "I'll fuck you in my Gucci Crocs."
Oh, dude, that's the new song. That's the new hit.
I'll
Him,
fuck you
Lil
in my
Pump,
Gucci Crocs.
I'll fuck you in my Gucci Crocs.
Yeah, I might have to buy them. Man.
Nicki
Yeah,
Minaj.
Don't say you would. We know you would.
That is the problem though with like the hip hop industry is they can just say fucking anything, like the most ridiculous shit. Like think about like all like the weird trends that came out of hip hop.
Yeah, there's tons of them.
Yeah.
And
Remember
like,
when they're wearing backwards clothes? Somebody
Yeah.
hit all those kids with a
Crisscross.
truck.
Crisscross, yeah.
Who the fuck is with? That's so
My
inconvenient.
sister used to do that. She used to get her ass beat. When she was going to school, she was like, I would see her right before she'd freaking leave the house. She'd
Yeah.
go ahead and freaking switch it back. I'm like, I'm telling
I'm telling mom.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was playing basketball, I would do the shorty doo-wop one sleeve on the shooting arm. From Sunset Park. Remember that movie?
But I mean, that's not as egregious.
No, as
It-
backwards
no,
pants.
But it is
Yeah,
it is though. Looking back on it, like I must have looked like the biggest fucking idiot out there
Yeah,
on the basketball
for
court.
sure.
If you were born between like 1975 and 1988, you probably look like an asshole for a good portion of your life.
But not even like if you look at how NBA players wore then with like the shorter shorts and like the more fit jerseys, that's what they wear now.
Yeah.
If you look at like the '90s players, they were out there like
Baggy.
Allen Iverson,
Oh,
like
yeah.
baggy ass shorts.
Yeah, super baggy.
That's horrible for basketball.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I liked it though. And one. What's up?
Yeah, yeah. I
thought it was
had a
and
buddy who I still know to this day. We played on the same basketball team, but he would put all the bands on. He'd pick a player like Tracy McGrady or whatever. For this year, he would look exactly like Tracy McGrady, I'm like, dude, you're white. Stop. Like, I mean, he was good, but like, stop, dude. You're not like, if you're going to play at a D1 school, then you can do whatever you want. But if you're not, take that fucking the wristband off your leg. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Dude, I had like the Allen Iverson, like the thing that was.
He had that too. He had that too.
You had that?
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
the fuck
man,
out of that
dude.
thing. Served no purpose.
No purpose.
What are you talking about? I straightened out my shot.
Like the fucking bowling wrist guard thing?
No, it's like a thing that connects two fingers, like a web in between
Oh,
two
yeah.
fingers. Finger
I mean,
sleeves.
it's
So they-
meant for if you fuck your finger up.
Yeah, like you
if you
break
jam
it.
your finger.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like. But
If you
no.
have a problem with your fingers coming apart while banging a
Yeah.
chick,
Oh, it's so easy to
jam your finger.
fingers.
That's the
Yeah.
worst because immediately you're not sure if you broke it or not. Always.
Oh, my brother broke it so bad. So he broke it, his pointer finger, and it was hanging off the side, and the bone was sticking out. It was the worst thing
So
I've
he
ever
caught-
seen.
Who threw that chest pass?
That was me. No,
wait,
Learn
so-
how to catch the ball, damn it!
get in the post. Get in the post. Shut the fuck
wait, so he had a compound fracture on his fucking
on his finger. It was horrible.
From-
He sent me a picture
from a basketball?
LOL. Yeah, from basketball. Yeah.
Damn.
And he was like, LOL. He sent me a picture. Oh.
Yeah, it's a crazy injury.
That's when you always got to be ready for the dish, man. be prepared at all times.
Keep your hands up.
Could you imagine breaking your finger like that?
Fuck no, that's crazy.
I don't know. I saw a guy a couple weeks ago break both of his. I don't know which bones these are, but like right above
The
your
tibula
ankle.
and the fibula or whatever.
Broke both of them. It sounded like somebody broke. I thought somebody broke a broomstick.
You
That's what
saw
I
this
thought.
in person?
I heard. I didn't see it, but I was like 10 feet away.
Where the hell was this?
Jiu-jitsu. It was like jiu-jitsu.
He
Ooh.
didn't tap?
No, it was like a scramble, and then another guy fell into
Oh.
his leg, and it sounded. I thought somebody literally broke a broomstick.
I was gonna
That's
say
what I
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And then for a second and I was rolling with another dude, and then I heard a, and I look over. I was like, oh, I'm leaving.
I'm out.
I literally just left.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
I was like, I'm out.
Did
Yeah.
you, did you guys see that Alex Smith injury
No.
where he broke the right here in the middle of his leg, broke the fibula and the tibula or whatever,
Ooh.
and so he got tackled and like somebody rolled up on his leg, and when it comes up, you just saw the leg go.
Yeah.
Like
It does,
jelly.
it's like Jello. Yeah.
And it was
Well,
like-
if you have no structure,
Yeah.
it's just fucking
Well,
flapping in
Dude,
the
it was
wind,
it was a spiral compound fracture,
Oh.
like, and his career is probably going to be over
Yeah,
because of it.
spiral ones are really bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have to amputate from spiral
Yeah.
because
Oh
they can't
Well,
fix
yeah,
it.
he got a surgery and it got infected and
Wait,
everything.
what does
too,
the
so,
spiral
yeah.
denote? Like multiple places?
No,
No, the way it breaks, it
yeah.
twists,
Oof.
as opposed to a clean break like
Yeah.
that. Like, yeah.
So
Nah,
bad.
I'm good.
So you
Yeah.
got
Good.
infected?
Yeah, and then it's the exact. So he got injured. So it's Joe Theismann. It ended his career the same exact injury
Yeah.
on the same exact fucking day of the year.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
So
like,
you don't
it was
play
like,
that
It was
day?
like, yeah, no,
No.
hell no.
Yeah, hell no.
Especially if you're a fucking Redskins quarterback.
Yeah. Wow. Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, same exact injury, same exact day of the year, same exact team, same exact position.
Has he had a long career? I don't know.
Alex Smith?
Yeah.
pretty long. He's made a fuck ton of money for a middling quarterback.
So
good
get
for you,
paid,
man.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a godsend.
Yeah.
Because then they can't say you went out like a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, compound spiral fracture, bro.
He was
Read about
already
these.
at the point of the career where he was going to get replaced by draft picks like every
Oh,
2
yeah.
years.
Then you don't have to go through that embarrassment
Yeah,
of the young
Yeah.
new buck coming in and fucking your wife.
and your weak ass arm. When you get Scotty Pippen.
He's still gonna fuck your wife while you're wheeling
Scotty,
around
Scotty,
in a
Scotty.
wheelchair.
You're wheeling, and the new quarterback comes in with his fresh abs.
with that big ass dick.
With that big ass dick.
That big old god dick.
With those Michael Vick legs, and he's just fucking.
been on steroids since he was 15.
Oh yeah. He's been on like a strength and conditioning program from like 0. You know, it's like out of the womb. They're like on the weights. Let's go.
Yeah, like it's crazy seeing like high school like football locker rooms are like they're not locker rooms, gyms.
Yeah.
Are like super fucking nice now.
They're all like these guys now. These kids. It doesn't matter. Pick any sport. Girls, guys. It doesn't matter. They would destroy like high school kids might compete against professionals from like 30 years ago. It's crazy.
Just on pure athletic ability alone.
Yeah, because
like,
they're
straight
training
up.
way earlier, and they're not drinking beer at halftime.
and they're also getting like real coaching.
yeah.
Like back in the day, like you didn't get real coaching until like maybe in college.
Yeah, maybe.
Most likely though, not until you got to the NBA.
Right.
And like they were just like basically like I don't know if you watch these like documentaries about like the famous street ballers. Like
there was that guy from Oakland, right? He went to
Yeah,
jail
Hook
forever.
Mitchell. Yeah, if you, it's on YouTube. I think you can watch it. Hooked is a good documentary. And then there's the GOAT from New York. Every playground, every city had like their legend who was better than the greats.
Yeah, so they say.
So they say,
That
yeah.
dude was smoking crack.
Hey, he did dunk over a car though.
I mean,
At like 5'9".
that's probably a little fiat.
Yeah, but like back then they all learned how to play. It was like through street ball.
Yeah.
And now it's like these dudes are playing AAU from when they're like 11 years old.
Well, you can watch it on YouTube and know it's possible.
Like the AAU, you're saying?
No,
Or-
well, I'm just saying like this goes with anything, like skateboarding or whatever. Like that's a good example because a kid will see like some crazy trick and it wasn't even possible in your brain 30 years ago, and now you can see it go. "Oh, okay, I know it.
Yeah.
Someone can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's like all these kids are launching up Steph Curry 3-pointers
Yeah,
from
yeah,
like
yeah.
half court
because now it's possible.
Yeah.
It's like before that was like, oh, you don't shoot from that far
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
And then when Jordan was dunking on everybody, it was ISO Jordan basketball.
Yeah. It's crazy times.
Yep.
You know what pisses me off though is I know it's possible to gamble like Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley, but I can't do it because I'm poor.
I do really want to get a little gambling problem. A dude approached me actually, and he was like, I run a sports book. I was like, get the fuck away from. He was
Wait,
like,
what do you
gamble,
mean he
right?
approached you? Like, why you specifically?
I don't want to say where because I don't want to put him on.
Was it because of the
'cause
show,
I'm
though?
sure it's illegal. No.
Oh,
I know
I thought
him.
that's what you were insinuating.
No, yeah.
He's like, yo, I can sponsor you guys on the
Yeah.
low.
Hey, love the podcast.
I'll give you 10% of the house.
Exactly.
I mean, he's cool. He's cool. But I was just like, wait, what? I was like, I don't want any. I don't know what that is. Like, I don't gamble, so I don't really know.
Wait, was he asking to be backed?
Dude, you got me. And he said he runs some websites or something.
Like he's a bookie?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically. And he runs the websites, and he was like, oh, I'll give you money if you
Wait,
bring people in.
didn't they pass laws saying it's legal to do the sports betting, sports book on websites or whatever?
Maybe, but don't you need a license or something? I don't
You worry
fucking
about
know.
that later.
I mean, maybe he has it. He very well could be completely legal. I have no idea.
I don't know. I think those licenses are mostly like local. So if like you want to,
Oh, really?
Like if you wanted to open
Like a
casino,
city ordinance
like
type
yeah,
thing?
like you can't just go and open a casino in Vegas because Wynn and everybody would be like, no, fuck you, you can't do that.
Yeah, that is interesting though, because there was that they just busted that place on El Cajon Boulevard. It was like a fucking
Oh, the
poker
poker
place.
place. Yeah, that place was there for
How is that
years.
like?
Oh, it's-
how
they're
are there not?
they're money laundering
But
fronts.
why are there
That's all
not
they are.
others? Why is it just that one in the middle
Money
of?
laundering,
What was wrong with it?
guaranteed.
It was for something like that. They busted them.
Money laundering.
They
Yeah.
had
It's always
something
money. Any cash business that's shady
Yeah.
like that you don't have to actually sell a product, like
strip
like a
clubs.
fucking strip club or an arcade or anything where you just put in cash, laundry
yeah.
laundromats, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
If you know somebody who owns laundromats, they're money laundering,
Yeah.
guaranteed. Or
Yeah,
they're
and
Mexican.
for them or for somebody else.
Oh, it's always it's mostly for
Yeah,
somebody else.
yeah.
Yeah. But it's like the drug. Like, you ever see those bars that are downtown and nobody goes to?
Yeah.
Taste
And
and
they-
thirst.
Is
All
that
right,
all
well,
bars?
there's another possible sponsorship we won't get.
Yeah.
No,
The guy with the beard is gonna come after us.
Rodney.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say his name.
And we all know him. Yeah.
Wait, we didn't say his last name though.
Well, but honestly,
But you said beard, so now yeah.
you deserve it when you put your face on the logo of your own bar.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, there are some establishments though. I agree with you downtown that I'm like, how the fuck are they still here?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, there's like those ones on kind of like the side, not the main like 4th, 5th, and 6th, but they're like these like stretch of Mexican bars that nobody's ever in.
I think it's private parties because I have seen that place packed before. It was like private
I actually,
party.
when I was working hospitality, I worked with people who lived in TJ,
yeah.
and they said they're like those places are definitely like doing shady shit.
Well,
They're owned by the cartels.
I haven't been downtown in forever. I don't even know what the fuck downtown looks like anymore.
Oh, stop
It's-
it! We
Yeah,
have
you
been down
ever-
there in 6 years.
You ever seen a homeless?
It's legitimately been like a year since.
You
I've
ever
even
seen a
been
homeless man
downtown.
shitting in public?
I know,
that's
but
what, that's what downtown looks
I
like
saw
right
those. I think I talked about it on the show that one time where I saw those two homeless people having sex.
now. Yeah.
That's great.
God,
I mean,
God
Yeah.
bless them. Yeah.
they have more sex than I do.
Yeah. No rubbers either.
Why would you? Why would you?
At
Might as
that
well
point,
risk it all.
You're so unhealthy. You ain't carrying that fucking baby.
Yeah, my brother, went down.
Your body just rejects it.
you're so unhealthy.
Herpes.
Yeah, it's a valid point.
Yeah, herpes is trying not to get you. I went downtown like Saturday morning to hang out with my brother and we were going to get breakfast, and so he puts his daughter in the stroller, and we were talking about like the homeless people shitting on the street problem. and all of that, and we're like walking out with a stroller, and I was like, "Is that shit on the wheel of the stroller?" And I was like, "Is that dog shit or human shit?" And he's like, "I don't know, man."
Dude, I fucking left some event a long time ago, a few years ago. I think it was at Petco, and I was getting into I think I had my yellow Xterra at the time. Anyway,
Xterra.
I got in and I'm like,
That's classic.
That's
classic.
fucking extreme.
Yeah, extreme, bro. Were
I
you
was
were you
like-
shredding gnar up in Mammoth?
He's got a wakeboard on top.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't even wakeboard.
You never know when the surf's gonna be good.
are we done?
yeah.
Okay.
Tell me you had frosted tips too.
No,
And puka shells.
This was past frosted tips and puka shells. There.
Oh damn it, that would have been so perfect.
Anyway, I got in the car and I was like, "The fuck is that smell?" And I was with a couple friends. They're like, "Yeah, what is that? It stinks." And I fucking
had to have
looked
been the
down.
Axe body spray in there.
No, I stepped in human feces just outside the door. Not dog shit, because it was right outside in the parking lot. It wasn't dog shit, dude.
That is offensive.
The worst thing you can step in is raccoon shit
What? How do you determine that? Have you stepped in all the animal shit?
because
You stepped in buffalo
He's
shit?
like deer pellets, not bad.
yeah, deer pellets do not smell.
Deer pellets are small.
Bear shit you can second harvest.
Easy, Bear Grylls.
All sorts of vitamins.
Second harvest is so gross.
That's got to be the name of some organic bar company.
right, dude. We
Second
should start it.
harvest.
Yeah.
New T-shirt.
Yeah, second harvest. Just all kinds of bear shit with Bear Grylls.
Just have like the human centipede, but with a bear and a human.
No, so I used to have when I was growing up, I had a raccoon family that lived on the roof. And like we tried to get rid of them, they wouldn't fucking leave, and so they would just shit all over the place. And that I had to throw my shoes away. It was one of those like with dog shit you can just kind of hose it off and scrape it out and you're good to go. No, it stayed on like after all of this shit was hosed off and washed and removed.
Because raccoons are eating fucking trash. Like
yeah,
nothing. They eat
That is
everything.
true. They eat everything. right?
Anything.
and they're fucking assholes too.
Yeah.
They're mean fuckers. We trapped one of those at my house in Santa Barbara years ago, and yeah,
When you were in college,
because what they'll do is they're fucking smart too, because they got fucking fingers. They'll literally peel up like your grass to get to the grubs and worms and shit
Oh,
underneath.
really?
Yeah, they'll peel up the grass.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart.
So my landlord was like, "Oh, we've had these for years, so we'll just trap them." And we
Well,
trapped one, and
coons.
I fucking
My mom would just sweep them off the porch with a broom.
so we trapped one, and they're like they hiss and fucking they'll
and they move all crazy. They get like super
yeah,
fast.
they'll like stand still for a second. All of a sudden, it's like and they
Yeah.
charge at you.
they're
like
gnarly.
like a bear. You ever seen when a bear attacks? Same kind of thing. Like their fur goes all weird. And
Did you see that tweet of the bear that was stuffed that ate like $15 million worth of cocaine?
cocaine.
And somebody
What?
commented like, for 1 second or for 5 minutes, this was the most dangerous apex predator on the face of the earth.
Dude, some guy died from trying to take a selfie with like a wild fucking bear in India or some
Good.
shit. Yeah,
Fuck him.
he deserved it.
Somebody died last year trying to take a selfie with a fucking rattlesnake.
Good. Fuck
Yeah.
them.
I mean, that's Darwinism at its finest.
Hey,
for
that's
sure.
like that dude that went over and fucked with those tribes, trying to convert them.
Oh,
to,
yeah, yeah.
Jews.
Oh,
They
yeah.
fucking
We didn't
shot
talk
him-
about that. We
shot
should
his
talk
ass
about
out with
that.
arrows.
Yeah. What? Does anybody know that story?
How? Okay,
Oh,
here's
it,
my,
it was the tribes that hadn't had any contact with.
They have not been contacted by anyone because anybody gets near the island, they will just drive
Yeah.
them off.
Hit that shit with the fucking-
Isn't that literally the King Kong? Like the story where
Yeah,
they go to
yeah.
the island and there's the
My question is, how the fuck do they know what happened to the guy if they can't get on the fucking island? How do they know he was shot with a bunch of arrows?
Hey,
how
you
do
know
they
somebody,
he
you know
died?
somebody on that island's got the Wi-Fi on hookup.
Yeah. And you don't think CIA satellites are flying all over there?
Then
the
it
Earth
has
is
to be from a
flat.
satellite.
They're just looking right at it.
Because there's really no way you would get that information.
Yeah, that's a good point though.
You
Well,
don't.
maybe there was maybe he just hasn't come back. Or
I mean,
maybe
what
they-
if he's still alive?
What if they put his body on a boat and they're
What if
like,
they're taking selfies with his dead body?
weekend at Bernie's?
You got to imagine that Castaway. That movie couldn't be made now because they would find his ass with satellite images.
Oh, right, you're right. I always wonder though, because it seems like they would, but they still do find people that have been gone for like 3 years or like in the ocean for months.
Yeah.
That still does happen. Like they're not looking at everything. They could. I'm
Oh, they
assuming,
won't, yeah.
but they won't.
They're too busy looking at ISIS
Yeah, yeah.
Watching you jerking off on your couch through your fucking.
as I cry.
Yeah.
I hate when people say, all the memes are like, your FBI agent, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the FBI, NSA. Like, shut the fuck. Yeah, we know, but it's still funny with
Yeah.
the FBI.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of comments about the tibia, fibia, tibia
Oh, yeah,
shit
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid fucks. It's the tibia and fibia, idiots.
I literally don't care.
I don't either.
Me fucking either. I almost don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's the neck bone.
Don't talk about my skeleton.
It's a neck bone. What else we got?
We can talk about the holidays.
Tot tax.
Holiday
Oh.
cheer.
Yeah,
Or tot tax.
Tot tax. What's up? Get all these hoes.
Done. That's it.
Get all these fucking hoes.
So that
man. I'm
one
tired of
girl,
them.
she had to pay $60,000.
Good.
Just a couple days
Who
ago.
was
How
this?
many was it just off one like a short time of income or was it like over
No,
a long time?
it was so she had to go to court, and I think this is in the UK though, but she had to go to court, and then she was ordered to pay $60,000 in back taxes for
Who is this?
having the private Instagram. I don't know who she was, but
So she was just doing like the private Snapchat.
Yeah,
like,
private
So she's an
Snapchat.
IG model in the UK?
not even really. I mean, she might be. I don't know, but she had a private, the premium Snapchat shit.
You know what pisses me off about like, so you're on Tinder and you'll see people who like, oh, like, follow me on Instagram. And then you go to the Instagram and it's like they have like 500 followers and it's just a bunch of like slutty pictures of them. And then it says public figure.
Right? Yeah.
They're like, just because your fucking IG is private or public doesn't make you a public figure. Anybody
sure.
can set that shit on public. Like I know like old people who have more followers than you.
I do love it when on a dating, whether it's Bumble or Tinder, doesn't matter. They include like, oh, here's my Instagram, and you go to their Instagram and it's private. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing
Exactly.
here? Why?
Yeah, just trying to
Why?
get the followers up. That's all.
Dude,
Yeah.
I know.
That's literally it. That's it.
I'm on to their tricks.
Dude,
Yeah.
I met a
Hey,
girl
bitch.
who got like 60,000 followers, basically doing that on Tinder, and then she was getting a bunch of dates. So I was at my buddy's business, and I don't want to say what it was because he ended up going out.
Cartel.
He ended up going, yeah, it's cartel. No, he ended up going out with her, and then he gave her a bunch of money and shit. We'll talk about that in a second.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
But so I was in the spot and I was talking, I was like, oh, how do you know him and all this shit. And she's like, oh, well, so I use Tinder to like get followers, and I just put my my Instagram on there and it's private, and then I get follows and people send me money. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Anyway, the guy that I know took her out on this date. He like paid her a car note, and he gets pussy. Like
Does he have a lot of money though?
Yeah, he's got shit.
Hey,
ton of money.
sometimes
he doesn't care.
sometimes
but-
pussy will make you do stupid fucking things.
I know, he hadn't even fucked her yet. That was the thing.
Dude, then that's just stupid.
But and the thing is, he's got money and he fucks a lot of chicks. So that's what made it so confusing. I'm like, well, why the fuck? And she was for sure banging, but she wasn't that hot.
My buddy was dating this chick who was like Miss whatever for whatever state.
Yeah.
Like
There's
back,
so many. I mean,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
thousands of them.
I'm not saying it's like anything
No,
like
no, no,
big
yeah, yeah.
accomplishment. I'm just saying like she was smoking hot.
She ain't ugly.
Yeah. She was smoking hot, and he broke up with her recently. And I was like, why the fuck did you break up with her? And he's like, it was just time. And then I also noticed that she downloaded some app on my phone called My Spy.
Oh shit!
And like, which literally like monitors like every message that comes in and out from every app on your phone.
Oh my
Did she think that she would be able to pull that off without him
She
noticing,
did.
though?
Like for
Oh,
a
it was
while,
already on
It was
there.
already on there.
Oh,
yeah.
it took him a while.
Took
to
him a
notice
while,
it?
yeah. Because like, how often do you go through all your apps? Not on like your home screens or whatever, but like the
Yeah.
ones where it downloads to before giving the shortcut or whatever.
I
I
don't
don't
that many
give my
apps.
girl my phone ever.
No
Dude, we were earlier.
biometrics. You ain't getting
Yeah,
in.
yeah. We're with my family, and there's a big Christmas tree down there in Little Italy, made of like flowers or some shit. Anyway, they're like, "Oh, you want to take a picture of it?" Of course, I'm like, "No, I want to keep walking."
But you got to,
"Alright,
yeah.
fine. And then my girl's like, "Oh, give me your phone and I'll take a picture." I was like, "You got a camera?" And I just kept walking.
I'd rather
That's
gi-
smooth.
I'd rather
That's smooth.
I'd rather give my phone to a crackhead on the corner to
Oh,
take a
for
phat'd than my girl.
You know what'd be funny
I
is
would,
if
I,
you,
would, I would let him run to the corner store to pick up booze with my
For
cell phone
sure.
before I let my girlfriend handle my phone with me right next to her.
it'd be funny if you just threw it on the ground, stepped on it, and you're like, phone's broken.
I don't have a phone.
I don't have a phone. I didn't tell you it got busted.
And then another time I was showing her a meme on Instagram, and then a private message came in, and I didn't even know the person.
Like a
But-
DM on Instagram?
Yeah, DM, but it was like this chick, she had like no shirt on, basically, big ass titty. Like if you just saw the little icon, you're like, holy shit, right? And I just saw her face. She was like laughing, and she goes, that little like sour, but
Yeah,
it
but
turns
she
away.
knows with the show and the shirts
No, I know,
and
and
shit.
I was like, what the fuck was that? And I look at my phone, and I was like, deal
I
with
mean, they
it.
are big.
And then I looked at the
It,
profile.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It could be your sister, and she'd be like, "Who's that bitch?"
Oh yeah.
You know,
That's just how girls are.
what I've noticed recently, I'm sure you guys have seen the same thing on Instagram, it's not that new of a feature, but the one where you can ask a question.
Yeah.
Fucking chicks, models, public figures on Instagram who ask me anything, and then dudes will respond because you're basically opening the fucking floodgates. Like, dude, I'm gonna ask this bitch out.
Of course.
So of course they get those responses like, "How big them titties?" But these chicks they fucking just put all these dudes on blast, and I'm like, "Fuck off! Don't ask for it, and then try to shame people for giving you what you're asking for."
Bradley on IG. She was asking for it.
It's such an ass backwards mentality, dude. It's so backwards.
No,
Like I want
totally
attention,
agree.
but I only want attention in the way that I want attention.
I saw a girl take a screen because like when you ask that question on the backside, it shows them like in squares, you know.
Yeah.
And she took a screenshot of all of the bad ones and then posted it with the handles. I was like, why?
You can't make sliding into the DMs a thing, like a pop culture,
Right.
and then knock people sliding into the DMs.
Well, you also can't build your whole fucking shit
On being a hoe?
on like ass pictures and then get mad when people respond with
With a dick pic.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean,
That's
dick
like-
pic might be aggressive, but
That's a
you
bit
know,
much.
Dick print maybe.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
There's a reason
Through
why
the boxers?
there's a reason why there's rules and bouncers at strip clubs. Because if you don't have those, motherfuckers are sticking fingers up asses and pussies. Like,
guys are crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
but also with chicks though.
yeah, oh yeah.
Chicks have some weird attitudes about stuff.
They do.
Second year, what is it called?
Try
Double
telling
standards.
a girl you're not in the mood to fuck. She will fucking get
right?
mad.
Hey, you're fucking gay.
Yeah, right.
What are you,
Or
gay?
they get upset. They're like, "What? I'm not attractive." like that whole
they
fucking
take
thing.
it personally.
Yeah.
If you don't want to fuck for whatever reason, it's a personal
Yeah.
assault on them.
Yeah.
For
Like,
sure.
no, I just fucked somebody else the night before. I don't have that kind of big dick energy.
Or you don't have makeup on, you ugly fucking dog. I'm sick of your old ass. How about that shit? Old ass pussy. Beat up clit.
too fucking old. She turned 23.
Yeah, get the fuck out with your tired ass. Fucking Christ.
I break up with them the second they move from bottle service girl to real estate agent.
Oh, the second. She's even thinking about it.
She starts taking those real estate classes. I'm
Yeah.
out the door.
Out. Oh, you want to go to college? Fuck,
Yeah.
get out of my face. Like, we're done. We're done. I don't date no bitch who's better than herself.
Self-improvement, get the fuck out of
Get
here.
the fuck out.
Yoga, fine. Anything that makes your body
Yeah.
better, we're
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that's
But
totally
don't even
fine.
think about making more money than me.
No, oh,
and it
no,
doesn't
no.
take much.
That's real.
Yeah.
That is real.
On the real though, like if you're hot and you make a lot of money, hit me up.
Yeah, fuck. That's so
no-
not
no joking
threatening.
around.
That is
I
the
know.
hottest shit ever. You
Yeah.
kidding me?
I feel like that would have been threatening like 15 years ago.
It
Like-
just doesn't matter.
Well, yeah,
anymore,
if
right?
you're like 21 or 22 and your ego is bigger than fucking,
No, I just meant like in culture wise.
oh, culturally?
Yeah, culturally. Like now, fuck it. I'll be a sugar baby. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I give the sugar. Venmo me $5. I'll eat that pussy.
Aren't the girls have the Cash App thing, right? On Twitter and like
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
Cash
In the
App. It's
bio?
like,
They have all the apps.
they've all of them. Yeah, that's true.
Like,
you
it's
could
like-
pay them
it-
like 18 different
Yeah,
ways.
it's like the person who opens their wallet and there's like every credit card, like
and they do that on
Mastercard,
Tinder,
Discover,
too, right?
Yeah,
How ridiculous is that? Who the
I
fuck?
just
are
want to
you?
know who has given $5 without any kind of deal of what do I get in return.
Right.
Yeah, if any of you in the comments have actually done this, please explain why. Because we're
So
really
weird.
curious.
I highly doubt anybody
Would admit to it?
Would admit to it, or even it just
maybe.
what statistically like 1 in 1,000, 1 in 100, like what could it
I
possibly
don't know, but like
fucking
we
be?
were saying earlier, all it takes is one dude to do it, and that reinforces their belief that it actually works. That's all it takes.
I don't blame any girl in college who's doing that shit.
I don't blame any.
No, when
person.
textbooks
Yeah.
are $400 a fucking book, yeah, I get it. You
Yeah.
gotta make ends meet.
You can suck a dick for a text.
That's true.
Remember when people were doing it on their birthday? Like, hey, it's my birthday. Here's my cash. App.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's
go
legit,
away.
though.
No, it
No,
ain't.
that's not legit.
Fuck out of here.
No,
Who
that's
cares
not
about your
legit.
birthday?
I don't want a
so
present,
weird.
just give me
Yeah.
cash.
That's the half Jew speaking.
That's the realist speaking.
Really? I haven't seen the birth. That's fucking
Really?
ridiculous.
Yeah. I
I've
saw
seen
it for like
chicks
2
with
months.
GoFundMe accounts. So like,
GoFundMe.
oh my gosh, I want to go to Hawaii with my friend Jenny. So we're starting a GoFundMe, LOL. And then
Yeah.
people fucking give them money.
Guys are
don't understand.
stupid, man.
For anything,
It's
just
so true.
anything, just to like have the thought of possibly being able to feel some tits.
Yeah.
Like not even like the real possibility, like the thought there might be the
Yeah, like
possibility.
fast
to,
forward 6 months and you're like, hey, remember when I donated that $25 to towards your Hawaii trip? You think we can go out?
Or randomly you're on a date and you're like, oh, just I was the guy who gave you $100.
Yeah, and not only that, like, if I got the money, I wouldn't even go on the fucking trip.
No, yeah.
No, you just pocket it. You're like, wow, this is fucking easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. New hustle.
I mean, I
So
guess do what you gotta do.
in the info, we'll have our Cash App on the show description.
With that being said,
with that being said, you can either buy a shirt or just send us the cash.
I mean, it is the holidays.
it is. I mean, I literally walk around all day and I just look at, like, there's chicks you see and you just think, like, I just want to smell it. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, you literally think that.
Oh man, you've
But
been
could
in
you
a
imagine-
relationship for too long.
You don't walk around like that? Blood
Is it really?
flowing?
Is that the scent you go to though by default? Smelling it is like.
Yeah. I don't, just, a little touch. Yeah, just like that. But I would never hand that chick $5.
Never.
Like, oh, look, thanks for being
I
hot.
wouldn't do it just out of principle to not encourage that kind of behavior, to not make them. I wouldn't feed their ego enough.
What if she said? What if like you're just walking down the street and she was like, "Hey, $5 to smell it."
Oh, yeah. What the fuck? Yeah.
And then as I smell it, I'm going.
And that
Put your fucking
Dom like
tongue on
sticks
that?
his fists in there.
and that's not even cheating.
No.
Just smelling, no.
No, right?
Yeah,
That's not cheating.
your girl can't get mad if
What if your eyes are closed too? That's definitely not. You're not even.
you open them.
looking.
It's just some dude's asshole.
Yeah.
It's like if you get your
The
dick
old
sucked, but
the
your
old
eyes
bait
are
and switch.
closed. Hey, I don't know. It could have been a dude sucking me off. I have no idea.
Oh baby,
My eyes
I
were
thought it was
closed.
you.
I mean, is that cheating? Let's say no touching and you can't see, and
So like,
No.
if,
You just smell
if you do the
vagina.
whole, I'm gonna go in the dark room and wait for you, but really, you just knew you were gonna fuck some other chick in there.
I'm
Oh
not
baby, I thought it was you. Whoops.
I'm not talking about like the actual practical thing. I'm just talking about
This
the
is a very
weird-
philosophical debate
the
here
weird
about the
scenario.
Okay,
Lord.
so
Definitely
weird
not
scenario. You pass out drunk at like a party, and then you
That's
wake
too
up.
practical
And
even.
you wake up, some chick is like blowing you.
Oh,
That's cheating.
I mean, you can.
If you're passed out, no.
a girl can get mad at you for you cheating on her in one of her dreams.
I mean that is rape.
Yeah.
it is rape. Yeah, it is rape.
Like if you're legitimately blacked out and you came to when someone and a chick had your dick in her mouth, then no.
That's happened to me.
Yeah, it happened to me once in college. Yeah,
Yeah, college. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's not.
it
Cheating.
actually was a really fucking like scary feeling.
It is.
to
You,
wake
you,
up
you don't
and
know how you
realize-
feel.
Yeah,
Because especially if you haven't hooked up with a girl before.
Yeah, she's wrong for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's definitely wrong.
Yeah.
Because if it was the other way, that's totally. I mean,
Oh, you're
yeah,
going to
for
jail.
sure. Yeah.
You're
you don't
going to
beat
jail.
that person. Like if you walked in, your homie's going down on a passed out chick. you're
Yeah.
like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you'd pick him up and throw him outside, like dude from The Fresh Prince, Jazzy Jeff. Remember, like you always throw him outside the back door. Whoa! And he goofily fucking fall out.
Where is Carlton now?
Oh, Carlton's
He's
suing.
Yeah, he's suing Fortnite, ain't he?
I heard he's a big time cokehead, and I like that.
No,
Yeah.
Carlton.
Yeah.
No
Wait,
way.
why
I-
is Carlton suing Fortnite?
Okay, so they took his
The
dance.
dance?
But so a bunch of games have taken his dance over the years, but they're the only ones that you have to pay to get it. It's like you have to pay like to get that achievement or whatever the fuck they call it. So that's
So
why
they're making money off.
they're
of
making
it.
money specifically off his dance.
But did he create that dance?
Yes,
Like, how do you get
yes.
credit? How do the people who started the show not have credit for that?
That's a good question, but I don't know.
Yeah,
know.
I mean,
I
can
think
you-
it's his likeness. You're using like something that person.
So a
performed.
dance?
Fuck him. We should put that on a shirt.
So a dance can be intellectual property?
I mean, it seems like it. I mean, everything I've seen is that he's basically going to win. And they're going to have to settle. I think there's 2 games they're getting sued because another game did the
How much
same
are we
thing.
talking?
I have no idea. I'm sure it'll be undisclosed amount.
Fortnite, they got like $1 billion fucking dollars.
Oh, they have so much
Fuck,
money.
they're
Yeah,
killing it.
Yeah,
that
right,
game
Epic
is so
Games.
fucking stupid.
It's stupid. Yeah. Epic, and now just 100 people just signed up. Fuck these fucking assholes. I know a bunch of like grown men my age that play it religiously.
Me too. I mean, I'm not knocking it. It's just not my thing.
It's not my thing.
I
at
know
all.
I know people who play the cell phone ones like Boom Beach and shit like
I was
that.
on that tough.
See,
Yeah, like years
hold
ago.
on, hold on. Did you actually buy any of the in-game
I
purchases?
did, man. I had to.
Yeah,
I bought, dude, it got hard.
yeah. What's that? The Clash of Clans one?
I didn't play Clash. of
I
Clans.
played
was
that
on
one
Blue
for a little
Beach.
bit, and I spent a little money, maybe
Yeah.
like $40, $50.
Yeah,
That's, that's how
I
they
spent
get
like
you.
$30.
It's
You
like
know what I mean?
drugs. Hey, you want to get a little taste?
Yeah, well, because they make these timers, and it takes like 3 days to like get something, and you're like,
I need it now.
man,
Yeah.
like, I'm playing right now. Like I want to do this right now.
And the game is free, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, yeah.
We should just come up with some stupid fucking game that just people get hooked on it. Like,
Yeah, that's an original idea.
yeah.
I got an idea.
What a stupid game.
There's so many of it. My buddy Steve spent like $2,000. I just said his name. He spent like $2,000 on fucking Clash of Clans.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I
That's
bet you
like
he's the
those.
man, though.
That's like those
Yeah.
kids who have like their parents' account on their cell phone or whatever, and
Yeah.
just buy a bunch of in-game.
Like that
fucking
little
shit.
girl that ordered all the shit on Amazon
Yeah.
on her fucking mom's credit card.
How mad would
Absolute
you be?
legend.
How about if you came home and your little shit with his sticky little fingers and just smashing the Amazon button?
Snot-nosed
Dom's like
fucking-
ordering 85 pounds of pixie sticks.
Yeah, you get home.
I don't condone
He's just
child
like
abuse.
wired on the floor, covered fucking in pixie stick shit. What is that stuff even called? It's just pixie sticks.
Just drowning.
Just
in
sugar.
drowning in tech decks.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's got a brand new Gilbert Arenas jersey on and the shorts.
Agent Zero.
And he's got a brand new
The
shoes.
NBA socks.
Yeah, the socks.
The do-rag with the headband.
The starter jacket. He's got the whole shit
Oh,
in pixie
man.
sticks.
We need to make this photo shoot happen
Hey,
for adult Dom.
There's a new retro clothing store in PB that's got like a bunch of the old school starter jackets.
Those are actually pretty
Those
cool.
are cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple of those.
But the problem is that when you put it on and you leave the store, they jump you and take it.
That's part of the experience.
Yeah, that's part of the retro experience.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
fucking-
I had a few of those. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about
Yeah.
it.
Hey, I'm
Those
They
are
were
awesome.
expensive, man.
Yeah, they were.
When I go back home, I'm actually gonna steal my mom's because
Yeah.
she's got an original. I'm stealing it.
Savage.
Hey, what were the little figurines called? They did them for all sports. They had basketball, football, baseball. They were
Bobblehead?
like no. They were like 4 or 5 inch. They're in. I watched Home Alone. That's what made me think
Oh,
of it.
yeah, yeah. I
When
just
he's
watched that again,
when
too.
he's shooting them off the
Yeah.
fuck. What were those things called?
I
I
don't
couldn't
know.
remember the fuck. And I think
Those are
Starter
cool.
made them.
Yeah,
I think Starter made them.
those are fucking dope.
I couldn't remember
You,
fucking name.
you know what the worst trend was, and it was short lived, was like the race car jacket.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
lied. Those were expensive.
Those
I
were-
spent like $350 on that fucking M&M's fucking.
Yeah, I knew it.
NASCAR
I was gonna
jacket.
say M&M's. I knew it. I
M&Ms.
That shit
fucking knew
was
it.
fire. That was the best one.
Wait, when was
M&Ms.
this? I don't
No,
remember.
the
What year
Oreo
was
one
it?
was the best.
Was this
that
the
was
90s?
No,
Nah.
no. This is like 10, maybe
2000s.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think like 2007.
Sounds about
2006.
right. Yeah.
It was like a leather
Yeah. They were nice. They were
yeah,
nice
they were
quality,
sick, yeah.
But yeah,
I
it'd be
have
like
no recollection. of this
M&M's,
trend.
Valvoline, fucking whatever, Vaseline,
Oreo, yeah.
Like, yeah, like
They
all
were
over.
sick.
Depends.
And then and then people were making those dunk cars and then painting them the same as the like the same
Oh,
as the
yeah,
race
yeah.
car.
That's
so
funny.
you're matched to head to toe with your car. So every
Just
day-
drowning in pussy.
drowning pussy. Every day you got to dress like your donk and you have to wear an M&M jacket.
You do.
Yeah, and a fucking yellow hat.
Don't matter what time of year it is.
Doesn't matter.
You have to wear. You have to match your car. at all
Summertime. You
times.
better match that fucking car.
You gotta match the car.
That's so dumb.
Wow.
I wonder if there's probably, I guarantee you at like some malls in San Diego, you probably find those jackets at some stores.
Probably, I wouldn't mind getting one. I just
eBay, I'm sure.
Because I have. That's when baggy
big
shit
one.
was in. That shit was like 4XL.
When you get the Jabos. Wearing with the
Those are fire
Jabos.
too.
Oh yeah, the
Those
Jabos
are
are sick.
expensive.
Those are
Oh my
expensive.
God.
Yeah.
All those styles are stupid.
I had one pair, and then I was like, "These are too expensive." Because I only had one, so everyone knew when you wore them.
Yeah,
So
because
you-
it was they had a
color?
color too. Yeah.
So I was like, "Fuck, I can't wear these every day," and I only have one, so I just got to go back to being regular.
That's when you had to. That's when you would have your Friday night fit, like
Yeah,
ready to go. You know.
Yeah, we would run up. We used to run up in the Jewish community center. They had a dance that was actually fucking fire, yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, of course. The
And then
DJs are always lit at the.
Oh yeah. And then we run a fucking muck until they called the cops and kicked us all out.
Because you weren't
Every
Jewish.
time. Yeah, well, we definitely weren't Jewish. And we run in, and we'd be a problem. But it really wasn't. It was just at that facility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they would call the cops, and they're like, all right, black kids.
Scoop's like crashing bat mitzvahs and bar
Yeah.
mitzvahs as a kid.
It was fucking fun.
On the
though.
internet, there was like a Spanish little Christmas concert, and these 3 black kids went on stage, grabbed the mic, and started like singing and fucking crashing shit. And he like one of the dudes like picked them up, and he started turning around.
Dom had to download some Jewish song for my brother's wedding because somebody requested it.
Yeah, I didn't know
What,
the
like
fuck was
Hava
going on.
Nagila?
I have no
No.
idea. But
What-
when I played it, shit got kind of lit. I was like, okay. Ooh. At
He's
first
like-
I was downplaying. I was like, I ain't playing that shit, man. And I was like,
Tom's like, these Jewish folk really know how to get down.
The best part is my Catholic cousin who is a event planner in Miami. Obviously, there's a bunch of Jews out there, so she does a bunch of bar mitzvahs and Jewish weddings and stuff like that. So one of my Jewish relatives requested the song, didn't know what the name of it was, and so my Catholic cousin had to come over and like give him the name because she had that shit ready
Oh,
to go.
because she knew, yeah.
Yeah, because she gets the request for shit like that.
Yeah, yeah. What did it sound like?
I don't know, I was drunk. That's when you get everybody dancing around.
I pull out the snakes.
Jews don't fuck around. Jews know how to party.
Remember that video? We made a meme out of it, but it was a video. They were Orthodox, right?
Yeah.
And it was from like Albania or something.
yeah.
And I was like, dude,
Yeah.
this is actually this
It was
looks
a
like
sick
fun.
dance. Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'd be in there all drunk, we just bouncing on our
Or
feet.
it's like the Greeks with their dances. They just look
Yeah.
drunk and they just kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, it's all dances around being fucking lit.
Yeah, we don't do anything fun in the States.
No.
We don't have anything fun.
It's like in beer fest when they're all singing drinking songs from their from each nation,
Yeah.
and then they get to the Americans and they're like 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Yeah, we don't have anything cool
We have
like that.
nothing.
No, we like in like YMCA
Yeah.
and celebrate good times. Come on.
Or like when in the UK, you know, the soccer hooligans. and
Yeah.
they're,
Yeah,
like,
or
they're singing their
songs.
like team song.
Yeah.
Like, why don't we have a San Diego song? We just go beat up people in LA.
I mean, there was the San Diego
Superchargers.
Superchargers.
Oh,
Worst fucking
fucking
song.
Yeah, that was
ever.
terrible.
Every time I hear that, I'm like, no, it's the
No.
worst. No, don't do it.
I love how the Chargers leave San Diego and now they're fucking aren't they
Yeah,
clinched a playoff?
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Spot?
They're doing good.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
they're, like,
Yeah,
doing
I think
good.
they legitimately
Did they-
clinched a playoff.
Did they
berth.
change the song to Los Angeles Superchargers?
That hurts.
I
huh?
know, right?
That hurts the ears.
Here's another one. You know the Journey song "Lights"? When the lights
yeah,
go
yeah.
down in the
Yeah.
city. So he originally wrote that song when he was living in L.A.
Yeah.
So the original lyrics were "When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on L.A."
Oh, yeah.
How awful does that sound?
It sounds terrible.
Like that would not have been a hit.
No, let's sue him.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
We're wasting my fucking time.
for ruining everything.
Well, should we pop this E?
Yep.
Yeah,
popped as a E.
Ziggy, we're gonna do this time, okay? We're gonna try. All right,
You try?
you can start the countdown.
All right, where are we starting from?
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas. Or
Yeah,
happy
yeah, yeah.
holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year's. This will
Happy-
be the
happy-
last show.
Wait, we gotta
Happy
make sure we don't
Kwanzaa.
offend anyone, so we'll just not leave anything out. Just happy.
You can just
All
say
right,
happy
yeah.
holidays.
Just be happy.
That pretty much encompasses everything.
Be happy.
I
Yeah.
saw a bunch of comments like, you guys won't have your 100th show until like 2032. We're gonna try to make it quicker than
Bullshit.
that.
We're gonna get
2031.
it before 2019. Overtime.
What are we at now? This is 94.
This is 94.
We're gonna record 8 episodes on the way to and from Vegas.
Hey, are we still drinking for the 100th episode?
We
Is that a
should.
drinking
We
one?
Drink
should.
for the 95th episode.
Yeah. You know what we should do? We should drink and then watch every single show, all 100. So
Let's
100
just-
hours stream.
Let's just do a reaction video of
Let's-
us
let's-
watching us, and it'll just be on each one of our faces in the reaction.
Is there any world record, Guinness Book of World Record for the longest live stream ever?
I'm sure there is.
Some motherfucker.
Let's fucking beat it.
Dude, some motherfucker set a Guinness Book of. I thought it was a joke, and then I looked into it, and it's legit. Set a world record for the longest distance walked barefoot on Legos.
What was it? 2 feet?
No, it was like 2,000 something. It was a.
No,
it was
like,
it was ways.
You can only go like 2 or 3
No,
feet.
they
with
had
that.
a whole fucking thing set up for this dude to walk on Legos barefoot.
It's a fucking nightmare.
How do you train for that?
have kids?
Drink beer?
Oh yeah, we'd be drunk would be
You
good.
get a treadmill and just get like a bucket of Legos.
You got your girl with a bucket of Legos, just like.
So we could set a record for something.
All right.
All right. Longest E. Let's go.
Okay.
And
We
yeah,
already set that record. We're just breaking our own.
yeah, we just keep reestablishing.
I don't know. Some say
resetting
E.
the
Some
bar.
say E is still Ian today.
All right, on a one
and 2.
And a 3.
E!